let's get to the defense, because that would be the spot where there would be some issues going back to last season, giving up like 31 points per game.
Yep.
And again, kind of a flip of what we expect of Rutgers football. So is there hope that the defense gets back on stride?
That's the hope, because in 2023, they had one of the best defenses in the Big Ten. In 2024, they were playing backups basically across the board, even at the start of the season. We lost our top linebacker and maybe our best defensive player in Mohamed Toure before the season to a torn ACL. And a bunch of guys got hurt last year in training camp that it wasn't necessarily widely known. Us covering the team knew that there was a bunch of guys who were dinged up, and that caused them to miss portions of the start of the season. But this year, I think they've kind of done some really good self-scouting in the offseason and realized we have not been able to generate a pass rush in the longest time. We need to just go get guys who can actually play at the Big Ten level. So they did that in adding Eric O'Neill, who is an all-conference player from James Madison last year. He was a two-time FCS All-American at Long Island University, local kid. I think he had 13 sacks last year. He kind of went viral for his celebration, the shooting the arrow. And then they added Bradley Weaver, who was a former state champion wrestler and stud for the Ohio Bobcats. He was a first-team All-MAC player last year, key cog in a defense that led the way for the Bobcats, winning a MAC title. I believe he had almost 10 sacks and somewhere near 20 tackles for loss last season as well. So they have two guys who can legitimately play at this level, in my opinion, along the defensive line and put some pressure on quarterbacks for the first time in a long time, because Rutgers has not had a defensive player have 5 or more sacks since 2016. So they are in desperate need of pass rush, and I think they found two guys who can provide that this season in Eric O'Neill and Bradley Weaver.